Well, that's not true, is it? It's just plainly not true. You are a defender, so you are going to get marked down when it comes to getting that.
Michael Owen, his pace is ran.
I've had some wonderful nights as a Liverpool player and captain in Liverpool, but to lead the team to Rio is a special feeling, and I think you can see my reaction after the second goal when we knew it was just in the bag.
Like a school kid playing in the street. Just total natural ability,
Right.
and you could.
What's the fuss about, I guess? So I suppose it's only the.
Performance against Argentina that will go down in history.
This is Michael Owen, a wonder kid, a goal scorer, a Ballon d'Or winner, the boy who carried a nation's hopes before he was old enough to understand their weight. And these are the legends who spoke about him. Let's watch. There are footballers who become great through years of hard work. There are others who slowly climb to the top. And then there are rare players who seem to arrive fully formed. Michael Owen belonged to that final category. The moment he stepped onto a football pitch, people noticed something different. Not because he was the tallest, not because he was the strongest, but because he moved faster than everyone else thought possible. He saw opportunities before defenders could react. And once he found open grass, the race was already over. Liverpool had produced great talents before, but even inside the club, there was a feeling that this boy was special. Not someday, not in 5 years. Right now, the stories from training became impossible to ignore. Senior professionals talked about a teenager who finished chances with the calmness of a veteran. A player who never looked nervous. A player who treated first-team defenders exactly the same way he treated youth defenders. With no fear, with absolute belief.
But is it boring? Yeah, really boring, but it doesn't matter, obviously. It's what happens out there that matters, isn't it? But it's just 11v11, constantly.
The beautiful thing about Michael Owen was his simplicity. No unnecessary tricks, no complicated movements. Everything had a purpose. 1 touch, 2 touches, goal. Football often celebrates artists, the magicians, the entertainers, but Owen mastered something equally difficult. Efficiency. He turned goal scoring into a science. Every run was calculated. Every finish was deliberate. Every movement carried intent. Defenders knew exactly what he wanted to do, and they still couldn't stop it. People sometimes misunderstand pace. They think speed alone creates greatness. It doesn't. Football history is filled with fast players who disappeared. What separated Michael Owen was intelligence. He didn't merely run faster. He ran earlier than defenders expected, earlier than midfielders anticipated, earlier than entire defensive systems could process. By the time opponents reacted, he was already gone. That gift cannot be taught, cannot be manufactured. It exists only in a handful of players across generations.
There's no real standout. I think we could debate this for an hour. I've gone for Buffon.
And then came 1998, the tournament that changed everything. The tournament that introduced Michael Owen to the world. England against Argentina. Pressure everywhere. History everywhere. Million watching. And in the middle of it stood an 18-year-old. No fear. No hesitation. Just instinct. Ball arrived. Space opened. And suddenly football witnessed one of the greatest World Cup goals ever scored by a teenager. The acceleration, the balance, the finish. It wasn't merely a goal. It was an announcement, a declaration, a message to the football world. I belong here. One moment, one run, one finish, and an entire generation knew his name. The expectations became enormous overnight. England had found its new superstar. Liverpool had found its future. The media had found its golden boy. But expectations are complicated things. They celebrate you, they elevate you, and sometimes they become heavier than any defender you will ever face. Yet Michael Owen kept scoring, because goals were the language he understood best. He didn't need long speeches. He didn't need dramatic gestures. He let numbers speak. And the numbers were extraordinary. Season after season, competition after competition, the goals kept arriving. There is something fascinating about natural finishers. They operate differently. The game slows down around them. Chaos becomes clarity. Pressure becomes opportunity. The greatest strikers don't panic. They calculate. And Michael Owen possessed that rare calmness. Inside the penalty area, time seemed to move differently for him. Others rushed. He waited. Others forced. He finished.
Link with the other teammates, but he can create goals for himself.
Ask defenders what frightened them most. Many will mention power. Others will mention technical skill. But the truly terrifying opponents are unpredictable movers. Players who vanish from your sight for a single second. Because a single second is enough. Michael Owen understood this perfectly. He lived on the shoulder of defenders. He invited risk. He tempted offside traps. And when timing aligned with opportunity, destruction followed. The remarkable thing was how little space he required. Half a yard. One mistake. One misplaced step. That was enough. Great finishers don't ask for much. They simply punish everything.